Electrocardiogram. The electrocardiogram is defined as the graphic record of electrical activities of the heart, obtained by placing electrodes on the surface of the body that records the voltage differences generated by the heart. Electrocardiography is the method of recording of ECG. Electrocardiograph is the machine that records ECG, which amplifies the voltages and gives a plot of voltage as a function of time. This technique was first devised by Sir William Einthoven in 1903. He is regarded as the father of modern ECG. ECG is useful for diagnosis of heart diseases. Modern instrument has 3 parts. 1. Electrodes. 2. Amplifier. And 3. Recording device. Leads are combination of electrodes which can pick up electrical activity from the surface of the body. To obtain a standard ECG, a patient is connected to the machine with 3 electrical leads, 1 to each wrist and to the left ankle, that continuously monitor the heart activity. For detailed evaluation of the heart's function, multiple leads are attached to the chest region. Here we will talk only about a standard ECG. In each lead, the normal pattern of ECG is different. The ECG tracing shows different waves, segments, and intervals. Waves are an upward or downward deflections from baseline. In a typical record, 3 clearly recognizable waves appear with each heartbeat. 1. P wave. The P wave is the first small upward deflection in the ECG. It represents the electrical excitation or depolarization of the atria, which leads to the contraction of both the atria. It is followed by PQ segment or PR segment if Q wave is absent. 2. QRS complex. QRS complex is due to ventricular depolarization. It consists of an initial downward deflection, called Q wave, an upward deflection, called R wave, and a downward deflection, following R wave, called S wave. The contraction starts shortly after Q and marks the beginning of the systole. Initial Q wave is due to depolarization of interventricular septum from left to right. R and S waves are due to depolarization of the ventricle. 3. T wave. T wave is an upward deflection, which is due to ventricular repolarization. The end of the T wave marks the end of systole. T wave duration is longer because repolarization of ventricles takes a longer time. T wave is in the same direction of R wave. This is because direction of ventricular repolarization is opposite to that of ventricular depolarization. Obviously, by counting the number of QRS complexes that occur in a given time period, one can determine the heartbeat rate of an individual. Since the ECGs obtained from different individuals have roughly the same shape for a given lead configuration, any deviation from this shape indicates a possible abnormality or disease. Abnormal heart rhythms and inadequate blood flow to the heart may occur only briefly or unpredictably. To detect these problems, continuous ambulatory electrocardiographs are used. With this procedure, a person wears a battery-operated Holter monitor that records an ECG continuously for 24 hours. Electrodes attached to the chest are connected to the monitor, and information on the heart's activity is stored in the monitor and retrieved later by medical personnel.